Hello crochet lovers and welcome to my YouTube channel Spaß mit Faden. Today I want to show you how you can crochet these beautiful granny squares in any size and length that you prefer. Before we start to crochet now, I first want to tell you that I opened my very first Etsy shop. There you can find over 80 instructions for crochet PDFs that you can download for a very small price. Please just check out the info box. There I'll write my Etsy shop link down. And now we want to start to crochet our beautiful granny squares. To crochet now to go with me your beautiful granny square, you first will need some yarn, a 4mm crochet hook, but actually you can crochet your granny square with any yarn and any hook that you like. When you use a bigger hook, your granny square will get bigger, and with a smaller hook, your granny square will get smaller. You will need a yarn needle and some scissors. As always, I really hope that you enjoy the crochet now to go with me. Instead of crocheting a magic ring today, I want to show you a very easy solution for the magic ring. You first want to make a slip knot, then you want to insert your hook into your slip knot and pull your slip knot tight. What we now want to do is to first crochet 4 chains. 4 chain, you always yarn over and then you just pull your yarn through the loop on your hook. This was my first, my second, my third and my fourth chain. Then I want to close these chains together to a little circle. For this I want to insert my hook into the first chain that I crocheted, yarn over and pull my yarn through all the loops on my hook. I now crocheted a slip stitch. What I want to do now is to crochet into this ring. The ones of you who started with a magic ring can just crochet now 5 chains. I want to crochet 5 chains as well. This was my first, my second, my third, fourth and my 5th chain, and this 5 chains here replace 1 double crochet and 2 chains. This will be important at the end of the round. What we now want to do is to crochet first 3 double crochets. For double crochet you yarn over, insert your hook into this ring right here that we just created and crochet there your double crochet. I want to show it one more time a little bit slower. You yarn over, insert your hook into your ring, yarn over again and pull up a loop, and as you can see I have now 3 loops on my hook. I want to yarn over and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops, then I want to yarn over again and pull my yarn through the last 2 loops as well. We now crocheted 2 double crochets. I want to crochet 3 double crochets in total. Once you crocheted your 3 double crochets, you want to chain 2 and you want to repeat this pattern with the 3 double crochets and the 2 chains for in total 3 times. I now crocheted it 1 time. This is my second time. I crochet again 3 double crochets. This is the second and my third double crochet and again 2 chains. I now crocheted this whole pattern for 2 times. I want to crochet it as I said for in total for 3 times. This is why I crochet again 3 double crochets. This is my second and my third double crochet, and after that I want to chain 2, insert my hook again into the little circle, and now just crochet 2 double crochets into it. As I told you in the beginning, the 5 chains from the beginning replace our first double crochet and the 2 chains. Because of that I now just crocheted 2 double crochets into my magic ring, and I want to close my round by crocheting 1 slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the beginning like this. Once you've done that, we are now done with the very first little square that we just created, and we now want to continue with round number 2. You now want to start your second round by crocheting first a slip stitch into this very first space right here. This is a corner space. We always want to start our rounds in our corner spaces. What we now want to do is to crochet 5 chains. This is my first, my second, my third, fourth and my 5th chain, and as you know this 5 chains here replace always our very first double crochet and 2 chains. I now want to crochet into my corner space where I started to crochet 2 more double crochets. Now you have in between your corner spaces 3 double crochets as you can see. This very first double crochet can actually hide itself. Just go ahead and pull the last stitch that you crocheted a little bit to the right, and then you can crochet on top of the first double crochet right here 1 double crochet. You want to crochet along your row for in total 3 double crochets. crochets. You had 3 double crochets and now you crocheted 3 double crochets along your row. Then you want to insert your hook into your corner space and crochet 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets. Into your corner spaces you always crochet 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets. And again you have now in between your corner spaces your 3 double crochets. You want to insert your hook on top of each of them and crochet 1 double crochet on top of them. And now again I'm at a corner space. Into my corner spaces I always crochet 2 double crochets, then 2 chains and again 2 double crochets. In between my corners I have in this round in total 3 double crochets. This means I insert my hook on top of each of them and crochet 1 double crochet on top of them. You want to crochet always in each round into your corner spaces as I told you, 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets. And now I'm nearly at the end of my round. What I now want to do to complete round number 2 is to crochet on top of each of my last 3 stitches 1 double crochet as well. We had our 5 chains in the previous round where we started to crochet the pattern. You want to insert your hook on top of that last stitch as well onto that 3rd chain where we closed our round previously and crochet there 1 double crochet as well. Are at your very first corner space. What you now want to do is to insert your hook right here into that space and crochet 1 more double crochet into it, and then you want to close your round again with 1 slip stitch on top of the 3rd chain that you crocheted. Once you're done, you're finished with round number 2. We now want to start to crochet our round again, our 3rd round, by crocheting a slip stitch first into the very first corner space. We crochet every following round in the exact same pattern that we already crocheted round number 2. You want to start your round again with 5 chains. This 5 chains replace again 1 double crochet and 2 chains. Then you always want to start your round with 2 double crochets into the first corner space. You then want to crochet along your row your double crochets. In row number 3 you should have crocheted here in between your corners 7 double crochets. In the following 4th round there will be more double crochets because we always increase in our corner spaces. Once you crocheted your 7 double crochets along the row, you again want to crochet into your corner space 2 double crochets, 2 chains and 2 double crochets. Like this you can now repeat to crochet each following round. In between your corner spaces you always will have per round more of your double crochets because, as I told you, we increase in our corner spaces always. At the end of your round you want to crochet again the same amount of stitches that you crocheted in between other corner spaces as well, and at the end of your round you always want to crochet right here into that very first corner space 1 double crochet and close your rounds with 1 slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the beginning. Now you can decide on your own how big you want your granny square to be. I now want to crochet after the 3rd round 1 more round, and then we will see each other again for the beautiful end result. Now that I crocheted 2 of my granny squares, these are the beautiful end results. As always, I really hope that you enjoyed to crochet together with me. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel Spaß mit Faden so that we can crochet more often together, and to like and comment this video. As always, I really hope that you love crocheting just like me.